Hey everybody, welcome to Sangeeta Creates. Today we are going to be doing a paint with me kind of a video. Follow along please if you would like. We need a sketchbook. I'm using a Shipra A5 sketchbook. It's available locally in the market. Camlin watercolor set. You can use a student grade set if you have one, it's okay. A pen, round brush and a pencil. The pen is water resistant pen. This sketch pen I'm using just to show how to draw. This is not waterproof. These are the three elements required to draw the flower: a circle, squiggly line, and two curved lines to make the leaves. I hope that was simple to follow. A circle, squiggly line, two curved line. For the other leaf, it's essentially a straight or a slightly tilted line with water drops. Make sure to draw the flowers with a little bit of distance so that you can include the leaves. If it's too cramped together, you can't draw the leaves very well if you decide to add in more leaves later on. So I would suggest to keep a little bit of distance between the flowers, and you can change the size of the flowers. Here I'm moving on to the sketchbook. Once you've done enough practice, you can. You can either choose to draw it with a pencil or you can directly go in with your waterproof pen. I'm following the same steps. I apologize because most of it is covered due to my hand, but you'll see it in a little while. I tend to tilt my book depending on my comfort. I would recommend you do the same. As you see, it's a very relaxed pattern. It doesn't entirely look like any particular flower. It's a nice project to start off with. Here I have intentionally drawn the flowers a little bit more than half the page, and I've left it uneven. You see why I did that in a short while. Once that's done, it's time to bring in your watercolor pans out. You can also do it with color pencils if you have them. Not necessary that you need to use watercolors. Make sure to follow me on Sangeeta Creates on Instagram. This is a 24 color set from Camlin. It's available online or in stores. I've used it quite a bit, as you can see. I'm starting off with the yellow color for the background, giving it a nice light wash. A round brush helps you get into all the nook and crannies. It's absolutely alright if the yellow gets onto some of the leaves. We're going to paint it with green later, so that can be covered easily. Besides, it's a very relaxed and fun painting, so it's okay, and it adds more character. So they're just happy accidents if it just gets onto the flower or the leaf. Don't fret too much about it. I'm using a round brush. Make sure to keep it at a nice point. I would recommend having a tissue around, and that's how it looks finished. So as it came down, I created this faded effect. It's nothing but getting more water and just spreading the paint down the page a little bit. Now I'm moving on to the green color as I'm showing on the side and adding them to the single leaves. This would make a wonderful bookmark, a greeting, wallpaper. and it's your very own coloring sheet that you've made for yourself. So you can take this project over a week, or it can be a nice weekend project, depending on the availability of time that you have. I'm moving on to a darker green for the other leaf. You can also color it with shades of blue and customize it depending on the color combinations you like. There's not a lot of shading involved. And that's how it looks completed. I'm using a golden yellow here to add a little bit of a different depth to the picture. I'm adding leaves in the background. Press the round brush slightly and you'll get this shape. Press and release. That's an easy way to do this leaf. Or you can make curved lines the same way you draw them with your pen and color it in. You can leave it at white. I did contemplate leaving this painting without coloring the flowers because I like it as is. Add a nice wording at the bottom, add someone's name to personalize it or your own. Here I'm using red. So I'm going around where we drew the circle, taking a little bit of water on my brush and just gently spreading it. So add a little bit of color, make sure your brush has water later and spread it. That's it. That's how I colored in the flower. I went on with another slightly darker red and gave it a very light outline of sorts. Not entirely for the flower. Some can be light, some can be dark. And I'm not an expert in lettering, I am learning. So this is for calligraphy. So I've used the word Meraki. I hope I'm pronouncing it right. It's a Greek word. I absolutely adore the meaning of this word. Meraki means to do something with soul, creativity, or love. To put something of yourself in your work. I love what it stands for and what it means. I hope you enjoyed this. This is how the finished piece looks. It's a nice project. I hope you enjoyed. Please subscribe and leave a comment down below and come back for more. I hope you have a good one. Bye.